Presented by DBS Treasures Private Client and DBS Private Bank. DBS, Living, Breathing Asia.
Welcome back. Friday morning here on Squawk Asia. Hong Kong tycoon Stanley Ho and his Macau casino empire were in the spotlight earlier this year for all the wrong reasons. A bitter family dispute erupted, pitting him against his children in a tussle for his assets. Now, incidents like that are not uncommon in Asia, where some 70% of listed companies are family-run. So what should families in Asia do to try and ensure proper management of their family's business and wealth? Emily Chan got some answers from Christian Stewart, Managing Director at Family Legacy Asia. Listen in.
When you look at models of Asian family businesses, there's something about that first-generation founder, and that thing is that they make all the decisions by themselves. They have centralized decision-making. Many overseas Chinese families have this practice of dividing the share ownership amongst all their children. So by the time you get to the third generation, one of the challenges of Asian family businesses is that they have what they call fragmenting share ownership. So many shareholders in the family, everybody with a relatively small stake, it becomes very hard for the family to make decisions together about the direction of the business.
Now, one family that's doing it right here is the Lee Kum-kee family. They use something called the Family Council. Now, this idea has been around in the West for quite some time, but very new to families in Asia. What has taken so long for it to come over here?
I think things like family councils and family charters, family constitutions, they're very much a tool aimed at joint decision-making within the family. In many Asian family businesses, often there are very blurry boundaries between what is family and what is business. These blurry boundaries will get you into fights and conflicts over time.
Now, how does a family council work?
So, family council is a forum for the family to talk about their relationship with the business. So you can't keep the family, you need the family support and commitment to run the business. You need a forum so you make sure the family members have a voice. You need the family members to support and commit to the business. It's a very typical Asian value that they want to have family harmony. But the important role of the family council is to make sure that the line between what is a family issue and what is a business issue and what is an ownership issue is a very clear line. You know, if the family cannot draw a line between family issues and business issues, they will get into family conflict. Number one killer of family businesses is family conflict.
Now, what is the biggest mistake that Asian families are making here compared to families in the West?
When Asian families tend to think about succession, very often that decision is going on in the mind of the first-generation founder. He doesn't consult with the rest of the family. He thinks that things will stay the same when he's not around anymore. And in his mind, he's trying to think, who is going to replace me? So the focus is very much on what's the management succession going to be. I think the lesson that Asian families can benefit more from, and that they start to feel and see by the time they get into the second and third generations, is that you also have to think about the relationship between ownership and management as well. You need the ownership to support the management. If the ownership doesn't support the management, if you don't have emotionally committed owners, your business will fail anyway.
And that was Christian Stewart, Managing Director at Family Legacy Asia. Well, let's get over to Hong Kong now and check in with Bernie Lowe for the lowdown. Bernie, what are you planning to do with all of the billions you inherit?
It's something I had no idea my mother and father were so rich. Gee, I might actually go and, I don't know, do something fun. No, this is fun enough. This is a life in itself. All right, despite more positive U.S. economic data, European concerns continue to weigh on Wall Street. Spain paying its highest yield in 14 years for the 10-year bond.